wake of Al Capone's enormous success and spectacular downfall, only one outfit member from his era remains: his former bodyguard, Tony Accardo.
Tony Accardo's legacy as a gangster, I would have to say, was probably one of the smoothest. I almost want to use the word unassuming, but if you knew Accardo, you knew what he was doing.
To maintain a low profile, Accardo kept a job as a beer salesman for Foxhead Brewing Company, even filing income tax returns. But over the years, he also built a diverse business portfolio that included trucking companies, restaurants, coal and lumber operations, earning him an untold fortune.
Look at this individual who had a 6th grade education, and he becomes, over the course of his 50-year reign of the mob, an extremely sophisticated person who really took organized crime to a level that no other mob leader took it.
Tony Accardo should be known to people as a true legend in organized crime. And he isn't, and I think he wanted it that way.
In 1992, after a career in the mafia spanning nearly 70 years, the mob boss dies peacefully, surrounded by family, having never spent a day in prison. But while Accardo earns a reputation as one of the most powerful mafia kingpins ever, the outfit's success goes back to the early days of bootlegging, when Al Capone's mentor, Johnny Torrio, decided to structure the Chicago mob to run like a business.
We'll be producing enough booze to supply every one of your joints for pennies on the dollar.
Johnny Torrio, more than anybody else, invented the concept of organized crime and of syndicates and of lines of authority.
Al Capone continued Torrio's methods, but also expanded the Italian gang's grip on the city by ruthlessly taking over territory.
You need to hit him. Hit him hard.
His hold on Chicago rackets, and eventually rackets beyond, was extraordinary.
This is what happens.
Maybe of all the gangsters that ever lived, Al Capone is the most famous. What made him stand out was a certain charisma, was a style that Al had. He wasn't afraid to express himself vocally.
Now, there's enough business here for all of us without killing each other in the streets like animals.
And to be an outgoing guy, that combined with the historical record of what he did in terms of his violence and the way that he lived, it just makes him memorable for all eternity.
In the wake of Capone's success, Frank Nitti, Paul Ricca, and Tony Accardo took what they learned from the Kingpin and expanded the outfit to become the largest organized crime group in America.
This is a beautiful ledger sheet.
In the process, Al Capone and the Chicago outfit changed the course of American history.
We just got a president.
New York gets the publicity. New York is the soap opera. But for most of the 20th century, Chicago and the leaders, who you don't even know, were the ones who ran things from one end to the other. The gambling industry, the movie industry.
Always a pleasure.
That was the genius of the outfit.